Pallekele is the venue, very beautiful cricket ground just outside the hill city of Kandy, right in the heart of Sri Lanka. It's a game between the co-hosts Sri Lanka and England. Sri Lanka led by Dasan Shanaka, England by Harry Brook, whose birthday it is today. A short while ago it was Sri Lanka and Dasan Shanaka who won the toss. The players arrived. We've had heavy overnight rain. That toss won by Sri Lanka and they opted to bowl first. As I said, we had torrential overnight rain actually, and the parts of the outfield were quite damp when we arrived, but thankfully the rain stayed away.
The explosive partnership in Phil Salt and Joss for balance, and there'll be a challenge today for England. England's best side.
Kumar Sangakkara rested for that last game when it was clear that Sri Lanka change or a definite change at the top of the order tournament. First couple of games, but was then left out. So an Owen for England. They've been okay so far, but
it certainly hasn't. And all eyes and attention. Extremely explosive. Both work in tandem, but haven't fired.
Almost biscuit-tional one, both from a distance. According to in that 3-match series ahead of this World Cup, so it may well be allowing Jos Buttler time to settle, but he hasn't gone. Dilshan Madashankar, so they've had to chop and change the captain blows that have come their way. Started with a couple of 20s and then 2 low scores out,
taken in to their
boundaries are quite short straight, and Salt, although he didn't time that perfectly, has hit it well enough. Boundaries are not huge here in any event, but because it's quite soggy towards the boundary edge, we've had to bring the boundary rope in a fraction.
Well, that early delivery just drifted a little bit outside, but that's the line. Follow it up, stump to
generally darting them in quite quick. Much air coming at the top of the order, Dushman.
But he's not confident at all. He used to be one of...
Can't get it away. He will pick up the single on the slight convincing shot to end the third over. Close, surely it's out, yeah. Has to be Walalage, and that if it's not reviewed is the end of a very unconvincing innings from Jos Buttler.
That looked absolutely dead. Slow, stump to stump. He decided against it.
Beautifully even in colour.
The pitch expert Baz and I were talking when he was
Kumar absolutely pristine and pressed at a competition that the pitches have been 100 every time. We've had excellent crowds in the broadest sense. The associates have been exceptional. Gets it through. Salt has already dispatched Walalage for 6 down the ground. He gives himself a bit of room to thrash this through the offside. 23 for 1. Edge can't beat the fielder at short third man. Missed again, and the umpire hiding it was excellent this from Madashankar. Well, it was a really
a ball by the left hand.
Edge just short of the man up in the circle at short third. But once again, it's Madashankar causing all kinds of problems. Salt is just not picking him up at all. Squeezed away, very full, and with the men out leg side, there's an opportunity for Phil Salt, and England end that.
Straight up in the air, should be gone. Yes, no, yes it has gone. I thought it just bounced out as his elbows hit the ground. It didn't.
My station, Sri Lanka, Jacob Bethel's gone for 3.
Didn't know if you took.
I'm happy with both of those topics. It's not a pitch that's going to give you a lot of turn, but at you, that pace.
The Salt want them to keep going.
England are under the pump, especially
170, 175, but England should target 160, 165 and give their ball.
Pulled hard. Sri Lanka 37 for 2 England.
Well, Phil Salt, he's made it out of the power play. First time he's done that. But it's been the all-rounders who have
the two batters in the middle consolidate, take on the spin bowling, because there'll be more.
Hard sweep, really hard. Finds the gap, finds the boundary. They've missed a few full tosses, England, but not on this occasion.
The juicy full toss. Sri Lanka have a lot.
Australian win. There's up here to play. 45 for 2.
These conditions, the bumper, the Yorker, the leg cutter,
Boundary leg side as well, so he could well box. Oh, run out chance if he hits. He hits. He does hit. Surely Banton struggling there. Surely.
Head down. He knows it. Dasun.
Bouncer and good pace. Really good pace. Nothing from the. That is a superb end to an excellent.
I like this field, having
Another full toss. Does get drop on it.
Dushan Heyman.
Good work. I think he's hit it into the ground.
The umpires will come to.
They will get buzzers.
It's all about everyone staying calm, even in the field.
Cut, will it find the gap? No. Kurt does well. 59 for 3. And that's why.
England spinner should really look to turn the ball rather than spin. England are 3 down.
But this has been really this partnership just 9.
Stop, which is
Well, they did take a chance. It worked. But
down the ground. That is the shortest boundary on the ground. And Harry Brook in particular is going to target any spinner this end straight.
Brook takes Velalagi on. Comes to the pitch of the ball, hitting it straight.
let them come at you. Winning a lot.
Comes again. Saw him. It's the bigger boundary they can. Oh, very close. Very close. Yeah. That is a beautiful bit of bowling. Brook will review, but that looked mighty fine on line.
And he's been given out. Umpire's call stays with Sri.
A gap between bat and ball. Can we go to ball tracking, please? Wickets umpire's call. Thank you. I'll go back to 18 on signal out.
Listen to the crowd. Has got one to skid through. It's the birth. 14, 68 for 4 after 10.
Day. Up and over extra cover. Fielder gets round, can't get there. Lovely shot. Good start to the over for England.
He's looked good. He's looked one of the only England players so far today that has found any rhythm at all as Phil Salt. This is
Sweeps. Doesn't get it.
Kuma Sangakkara. You mind them missing on the front foot.
One of your fielders down a long off, a long on. Front foot. You're always asking the batter to try and generate power straight down the line, and it's always brings you into the game as well.
I mentioned the fact that Salt is just struggling a bit with Condition Restaurant, unable to move. Turn to the leg side, simple turn for Phil Salt, takes into 50 from. smashed. He's got that too. That is a part of his game that has leapt forward. The power hitting of Sam Curran now. England will need more of that.
Yeah, that is what you are used to from Phil Salt. A googly.
Very noticeable in practice yesterday that Sam Curran, I reckon he must have plonked 45 onto the bank. It was quite extraordinary.
Same stat that says he's got out of the pace.
Hit hard, past extra cover, may not go all the way to the fence. Coupled to end the 13th, 94 for 4.
It is an important period for England, but as important for Sri Lanka. But the key is always going to be Phil Salt.
No, another full ball down the ground. Fielder sets himself. Curran, for all the range hitting yesterday, hasn't got hold of it today. 5 down, England.
Pace off from Chamira. It's a very clever.
So Sam Curran departs. The beautifully bowled first up to the new batsman.
Well, when you talk about times to really bail England out of trouble or long batting lineup.
But England through that middle phase, that's been misfielded. Here I was expecting that to be just fielded and returned.
Short, flipped away. By leg is up inside the circle. Gracious me, what a good shot that is.
Well, pure timing and reaction here from Phil Salt. Chamira has definitely caught him off guard and surprised him with the shorter ball.
Power down the ground off the back foot, but he hasn't got it. Simple cap down at long off. England now 6 down, and the set batsman Phil Salt has gone.
It was on off throat. He's gone for a well-made 6. Let's get a slip in. Have someone catching. Get that short.
Right on the money there. Lalagate. Wilson can't get it away.
Slip. Short extra cover as well. We've seen quite
The roundabout par, especially with the short bound.
Angelo, you must have enjoyed watching Sri Lanka's attack. I mean, it's beautifully varied, isn't it? Chamira, a bit leg spinner, off spinners and flickers. You mentioned that Will Jacks is going to have to do it again. He's been so old for him down the order. He's somebody, particularly towards the end of the innings, the last 5 overs. And that's his area. If you could say what is the particular strength or the super strength of Will Jacks.
That's a fantastic delivery by Dushmantha. Here, even though he's got the...
Spears it wide, it's a little over pitch, but only one because all the cover is out there on the off.
Yeah, it has to be really wide.
He does go mid-off. It wasn't wide enough this time from Chamira, nor quite full enough. It was just about perfect for Will Jacks.
That's the issue. Jacks is so strong over wide mid-off that if it's a couple of...
Just wide that India managed to win.
I think it's a really good field.
Last over of spin to be bowled by Tikshana, and another wicket goes. England haven't fathomed the Sri Lankan spinners out today, and a 7th man goes, Liam Dawson this time.
Yeah, very, very similar mirror image to Jacob Bethel of Tikshana's first ball, the flicker.
It was against West Indies where he got out to the very last. It's a pretty good surface. There's just a bit of spin.
Yeah, with so much stats out against spin.
Now, but a dink into the onside to get Jacks on.
He mainly bowls a lot of his overs in the first, and he has bowled extremely.
Ball of spin that England are likely to. And staggering along slowly. That extra cover area that Jacks will eye up. He's got the angle from the left armour, and he threads that one through.
For that reason, just wondering if the left arm...
Extra cover again. They've got to have a man out in that area. They've got 2 fielders inside the circle, but the man in the deep has got to be on that extra cover line.
But credit to Jacks, however many men they...
High it goes, should be taken, good catch. Sri Lanka's catching has been solid today, while Alagay out in the deep. That is a good catch, big wicket, because Jacks has been so explosive.
Can hurt you, he can't anymore.
Another full toss, another catch, mid-off this time. England disintegrating, Archer goes, 135 for 9.
A first ball duck for Archer.
Overton gets it straight, and that is a costly poor bit of cricket from Mishara to allow Overton back, and he's punished them the next ball by whacking that straight for 6.
The Mishara poor fielding.
It was there. It was over pitched, it was just tailing in again, and Overton was eyeing up the leg side. He's missed it, and I think he's hurt. He'll have to recover quick.
Haven't played wrist spin well, haven't played...
For them to defend it here today, they will...
Here come the openers. Nissanka in particular is in great nick in this lineup. They have a long batting lineup, and they have good memories.
8 successfully in the third T20 international.
In the form of his life in T20 cricket. Short ball, takes the short ball on.
I expected that with the field that's set, and sometimes a very wide third man talk.
Gets through. Could have been stopped actually, it wasn't easy, it went under the fielder, I think was Bethel, diving to his right. No, Beth was the call from Jacks, and Beth makes up for it this time. Jacob Bethel over. Short straight to Bethel again, misses out.
Yeah, just keep an eye on this length batting power play. So the key to the spinners.
He finds room by just giving himself a step to the leg and knocking the ball down with beautiful timing.
Yeah, timing was all it needed from Patham Nissanka.
And he gets through as well. He likes that shot. He probably got it finer than he wanted, but he just caught up with it. Back-to-back boundaries.
Now this is why Nissanka is so good and difficult to bowl to. He picks up the slow.
Picked up, man out there looking into the sun, should be gone. It is. That is a massive wicket. The crowd have gone silent.
Look good for a while. Nissanka's gone for 9.
Good again from Archer. Right on the money.
Flick timed beautifully. It was down the leg side. Scamper through for a single. Thought he might have been doing the Ian Bishop lie on the ground dew test, but the dew's not down. He's done that. In the air, gone. Caught and bowled. The move to give Jacks the new ball has worked.
Well, it's perfect start for England. Then this goes for 4. Sri Lanka 20.
Down the pitch, toe end of the bat. This could be 3 in the power play. It must be 3. It is.
Oh dear, oh dear. Sri Lanka throwing it away. They've lost 3 wickets. Like a knot. 20 for 3.
Solid block. Well, tank to go to Will Jacks with a new ball. Now purely mind games.
You got to look to.
Edged, has it carried? I think it has. The batter stands and looks at the square leg umpire, but England believe that's carried.
Jamie Overton almost in a fly slip sort of trouble. 22 for 4.
Edged on that shape, pass slip away for the boundary. Archer can't believe it. Much needed boundary for
Swept fine. Sri Lanka need this. They need something to get the crowd going. There's been silence for the last 2 or 3 overs as the
Risk over the field on the offside.
Yeah, top order batting has let Sri Lanka down, and England right.
This is the kind of intent Mishara should have shot off of them. And is that out? And that is out. Intent, but unfortunately Jacks has his third.
Well, what a tournament Will Jacks is having. Alagay, the latest to go, a runner ball.
T20 cricket. England weren't dominant in theirs. And Sri Lanka.
That's sport for you.
You were mentioning players of spin for Sri Lanka in that top 3.
Do you think, I mean, obviously all. Hammered away, leg side, picked the length very quickly. It was fractionally short from Jacks and got punished.
Slightly short from Will Jacks. That's one hanging back, slapping it over mid-wicket.
Good. Is done. Excellent figures. 3 for 22. Well, Will ball, but he wouldn't have anticipated. Dawson now. Short again and pummeled away leg side. That's the long boundary. But it has cleared it by some distance.
Very good batting. Go from Shanaka and now come to Mendes. The intent hasn't acted.
Chipped again, and it's another soft dismissal to Dawson this time. Incredible, really, the gifted wickets that Sri Lanka have given England today. 6 down.
What a way to get out.
Hit back hard, really hard. That's a powerful strike from Shanaka.
Such extra flight from Liam Dawson. Brilliant shot from Dasun Shanaka. It hits
Short, and it's rushed him, is out. The bails are on the floor. They are lighting up, they are flashing. Somehow, Hemantha has trod on his stumps.
A little quicker. Rushed him. And 69 for 7. 2 runs, that's a massive gap.
But he gets Dasun Shanaka back on strike. But how will he go?
Nope. Just play this up to the launch phase.
All the way into the gap. No! Brilliantly taken. Brilliantly done by Will Jacks. His mate was alongside him to take the simplest of catches, but that was Will Jacks. Brilliant.
Sri Lanka, all sorts of trouble. Shanaka for
A long time ago, though.
Yeah, he didn't lose his strides. He had to try and hit it for 6. It was a bad ball. It just... Cow is an edge, but Brook is in play. It slipped, but that's gone well wide of him, so it'll come back for a couple. 86.
Come on then, how do we explain this low-scoring game?
Gone. Last delivery for Dawson in his spell. And he finishes with 2 for 27. England nearly there.
Gone for 6, 94 for 9. Than he has done previously, but the previous ball, Adil Rashid, he's bowling a bit more slowly.
Dougley bowled in through the gate. Brilliant from England. They win their first Super 8 game. That is 12 in a row against Sri Lanka. Utterly brilliant with the ball and in the field. Sri Lanka dismantled in the power play, and a